Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Origins by the Esports Awards. My name is Barney Banks and I am your host. And this is the podcast that deep dives into the origin stories of all of your favorite content creators, your favorite pro players, and business minds behind our amazing gaming industry and beyond. And today is no different because we are joined by a content creator with over 250 million views across YouTube, covering gaming, reaction content, and vlogs as well. Please welcome to Origins, it is Sharkshe. Sharkshe, how's it going?
Hi, it's going amazing. How's it going with you?
I'm really good. You're coming to us live all the way from Mumbai. You grew up there as well. I want to go into your origin story straight away. Talk to us about what it was like growing up in Mumbai and were you kind of a fan of gaming from the get-go?
It's been amazing growing up in Mumbai. I absolutely love this city. And gaming came to me later on. I was like more into like studies. I've done my post graduation. I've done my MBA in marketing. So I used to like create content on the side for fun. And later I realized, ooh, this could be like a source of income also. Very cool. And then gaming, I used to game like with some of my friends, and that's when they were like, you should try streaming and getting into gaming more seriously. And I did some research about it. And I remember around COVID is when my friends really pressured me, this is something you have to do because you're really good at it, we think you'll kill it and everything. So that is when I decided to like go ahead and give it a shot and entered in the gaming scene.
We love to find out what that draw is for individuals, what lit that spark for people that love gaming. So for me, it was all the way back in Nintendo 64, like that console. I'm showing my age here. Oh god. But for you, what was the game that you first picked up and then you thought to yourself, wow, like this is incredible and it made you want to continue?
I used to play like the OG games like Road Rash, Pac-Man, and all of those things. But BGMI, PUBG back in those days is something which I would play a lot with my friends, and I used to be pretty good at it. That's when my friends were like, "You should stream because you're actually like very good at what you do, and you give us great competition." So I think that is what like gave me the confidence to like actually go ahead and stream and play on stream and show my skills to people.
Nice. I mean, well, growing up in
Yeah.
Mumbai, was there a lot of access to video games growing up as well? Because I know that, from the sounds of it, you picked up gaming slightly later, but were you surrounded by video game culture at all when you were younger?
So unfortunately, like we had a lot of gaming cafes, but it was like filled with men. And I wouldn't see like any girls going in the gaming cafes. Like back in those days, the gaming cafes were only filled with like guys. And I used to tell my guy friends that, please take me in. I want to experience. I want to play in there. They were like, you can't go in there. It's just all boys. What will you do? It'll be so weird. So back then, that was the situation. And that is when I was like, I need to get my own setup so that I can play whenever. And, I don't have to ask anyone, like, can I come in and play? And is it cool if I come? So, yeah.
How frustrating. It's so annoying, isn't it, when it works out like that? But I mean, you kind of picked up the hobby slightly later. So what other hobbies did you have? You mentioned academics as well and going to school. Were you like sporty or like what kind of other hobbies did you have growing up?
I was very active with like a lot of activities. I used to study, then I used to be like very active with my college fests where I used to be a part of the fashion show and organizing bit. And then, like I said, I used to create content on the lines of like beauty, fashion, makeup. And on the side, I used to play like completely off camera and off social media games with my guy friends. And yeah, then I added the gaming segment also into my work into the social media bit, and then I also got known as the gaming creator along with other genres.
When the gaming hobby came along, when you started introducing it into your content as well, like what did parents think and what did friends think that maybe didn't know that you had this hobby? Did it come as a shock to a lot of them?
Yeah, I'll tell you about my family though. So when my friends were forcing me to get into gaming, I did some research and then I was like, I was working that time. Like I have also experienced the corporate life. After my MBA, I got my placement and I was doing like the 9 to 5 job. And around that time, COVID fell and my friends were forcing me. And so first gave the news to my parents, this is what I want to do. And they were like, oh hell no, we don't know what this is. You're not doing this. This sounds very weird, because they had no idea what gaming is and how it works, what's the scene. So they were like, we aren't like funding you for any of your setups. And back, I wanted the setup, like the best of the best setup, like the best PC parts, the best camera, the chair, and everything. So everything summed up to a particular amount. So I was thinking quite deeply about this, and one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna blow my savings and just buy my setup, and then we'll see what happens. Happens. We'll see that later. But this is something that I actually want to do because I really enjoy gaming. So that's when one day I just decided to go to a store and shop everything and blow all my savings and just get the setup done to my house. And then that's when I started. And having zero idea about how the gaming industry works, will I recover the money? Will I like make profits, or how is it going to work? Just out of passion and pure love for gaming, I just got the setup home and I started streaming. And my friends were pretty supportive. Everyone was really happy that I'm pursuing something which I have always loved doing. So yeah, but then the money got recovered within a few months, so it's good.
Nice. You went all in though. That's kind of
I went
scary
all
to do
in.
something like that, going all in. I mean, like when you go all in like that, what pressure do you put on yourself, like on your own shoulders? Because you're like, I kind of have to make this work now because I blew all my savings on, the best setup for myself. How did that kind of increase the amount of pressure on you to do well, or did it just drive you?
Yeah, so I had also quit my job and then I put on my savings and I just bought the setup. So it was like I went all in, like you said, I went all in. And my parents also were like, what is she doing? And then my friends sort of understood, but no one really knew because I did not have like access to the internal people in gaming. So I kind of was starting from the scratch. So, but because I was so passionate about it, I spent days and nights and hours into learning like how to stream, how to set up, and how does this work, and practicing games online because that is the first time I had like a proper setup. So I went all in, and then I remember I used to like not see whether it's the daytime or nighttime. I spent hours and hours, like not step out of the house, just learn gaming and just purely game. I knew that I love it, like I love it so much. I was so happy with the decision, but internally I was praying that I hope this takes me somewhere in life because I've like gone all in, and it did. Today when I look back, I'm so glad that I took the decision of going all in because I wouldn't have had it any other way.
I think when people decide to go all in, or they decide to pursue something that could be their dream, right? I think that a lot of people have people that they look up to, or people that are sources of inspiration online as to why they wanted to pursue that. Did you have anyone that you would watch online, like any YouTubers or even any gaming creators that you thought, wow, like, they have what I want, or, they have that lifestyle that I dream of, and they get to do what they love every single day? Did you have any creators that you followed religiously?
I absolutely love, like, I'm a biggest fangirl of Valkyrie. And I see her streams often. She's with her friends, like Fosli and everyone. They have these games. They have so much fun. And she is someone I absolutely looked up to and still do. And she's done like some of the coolest projects. She's worked with some of the coolest people in the world. She has a Lamborghini. So I think I definitely like she was my inspo and still is still date. So my dream is to like meet her someday and like give her a hug and like do the have my fangirl moment.
And you can both buy Lamborghinis and drive off into the sunset. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Now, as we can all see, you're super consistent across multiple platforms. Let's fast forward in time a little bit. You've grown your YouTube channel. Your other socials are really popping off as well. Um, how were the first few weeks of being, a content creator? Did you kind of set in motion, I have to post this many times, across the weeks? How did you kind of put it into your mind? Because, you got a degree in marketing. You kind of know how all of this works. So how did you set in motion your plan of action?
Initially, when I started making content, it was purely out of like, you know what, I feel like doing this. I want to do this. So it was not very well planned. I kind of just used to go around with what I feel like doing. But later, and when it comes to gaming, because I was like a very entirely very new in the whole gaming industry, what I did is, as I started streaming, I did like a 30-day challenge where I streamed every single day for 30 days, and every day I tried a new game on stream in a way like kind of to figure out which game works for me, what is the audience liking, where is the audience growing. So every day with a lot of dedication, I stream like for hours and hours new games every day. And out of which, in the gaming area, GTA roleplay really worked for me. That is where my audience actually started growing. They used to enjoy the character I played, and I used to play like stream for like 8 to 9 hours a day and play a lot more off stream. I was like all in with that game. That is where I understood, okay, this game in the initial stage was working for my channel. And today I am like a variety streamer. I love playing different kind of games on the channel, and really like trying and experimenting with new games in the market as well. So yeah.
I think style is also a big factor when it comes to content and streaming as well, right? Because in such a saturated market like content creation, there's definitely, there's a mixture of personality driven content like your vlogs that you've done, and there's a lot of gaming content that you create as well, and you stream live as well. How would you best describe your style?
My style, I think, just being confident in front of camera. I just know that I love being in front of the camera. Like I don't shy away from it. And whenever I vlog or whenever I'm creating any content, it's as real and as raw I can get with my audience. Like, hi guys, today I'm gonna do this, and I brought this for you guys, and today we're gonna do this. So just being very raw and very real, and it just comes from within because I actually love what I do. So when you put that together, it kind of like goes in the flow and it works out for you.
I love that. I think that, you obviously caught the attention of a lot of people and, of course, a lot of companies as well, because Godlike then got in contact with you. I want to talk to you about how this relationship grew and how it spawned. How did you become a part of Godlike, and, what was the biggest appeal for you joining that company?
Gorlak is definitely like the biggest like esports org in India, one of the biggest. And when I started gaining some attention and started growing in numbers, a few companies reached out to me to like get signed with them, out of which Gorlike was one. Back then, Gorlike was very, very, very big in esports. I mean, the best in esports. But when it came to content creation, they were starting in the market, and I had a couple of meetings with them. I told them my vision is to like become the one of the best content creators in India in terms of gaming, and they also matched and aligned with my plans, and they also had the similar vision for the company. And that's when like I decided, of all, I think this one looks the most promising, and I think it's the best decision because I have been very happy in Godlike, and we together have been working on creating some of the coolest content for the viewers, and it's been working out great. So I think we're both happy.
So does Godlike kind of the company and the people within it, do they talk to you about what content creation works best for you as well? Is it like a collaborative effort, or do they just kind of sit back and let you do your thing because you kind of, you know what I mean, like you've grown and developed your own kind of style?
No, it's a complete like friendly relationship. Like whenever they think that, oh, you know what, I think we think this is what you should try out and all of that. And whenever, if even if I have some doubts and suggestions, I discuss it with them, and we collectively come out with like content that the audience would like to see. They are like super helpful, very chill, and likewise, we create a lot of content on Godlike channel as well, like all the creators. So we like come together, and sometimes we also suggest that, you know what, we think this is what we should do. This will be really cool for the audience to watch. So it's like a complete like partnership where we both care about like each other's channels, and we're all like very chill, and we all have like the let's grow together energy. So yeah.
Well, India's gaming and content creation scene is growing so rapidly. There's so much hunger for content in India, right? And a lot of creators, I think they struggle to keep up with that. What do you think it is about your content that resonates so much with your audience and the Indian community?
I think I have created like insane amount of content. I have so many videos on my YouTube channel. So I've experimented so much with content that by now I have come to an understanding as to like I know what will work for my channel and what the audience wants to see. I think it's just a mixture of like trying out a lot of things and then figuring out like what would really work for you. So yeah, I think just going on like whatever your heart desires, just create it and with your whole heart and full energy and like go all in, and sooner or later it'll work out for you.
I like the kind of the volume approach. It sounds like you've taken on like that kind of approach of do everything and you'll find what you love and what your audience loves. Like I like that.
Yes.
So if you look back at your early content then versus today's, is it like totally different? How do you feel like you've grown as a creator across those years?
So earlier I used to like create a lot of content, like a lot. I've experimented so much, and I'm grateful because that is what taught me a lot about the world of content creation. Today, there's a lot of thinking I need to do. There's a lot of analyzation, like with time. Also, today I like to put out like really, really well made quality content. Earlier, even if like I shot something with my phone, I would like self edit it and just put it out there. Today, I think with the amount of time, the audience also expects certain level of quality content from me, and I try to match up with that. There's a lot of analysis I do. There's a lot of scripting, and then there's a lot of planning, and then putting that out in the form of a video and presenting it to the audience. So today's videos compared to the older ones require a lot more effort, um, and a lot of time and dedication.
Yeah, it sounds that way as well, but it's good because you're
Yeah.
curating content for your audience and you kind of know what your audience wants, but then that often like changes, and so you have to, I guess you just have to stay on top of it, don't you? And I think with the growth that you've created for yourself and your channel, you then get to go to loads of really cool things, right? You get to attend community events, and you get partnerships, you get collaborations with brands as well. Has there been, actually, what's your most exciting project that you've been a part of or collaboration that you've worked on so far?
Oh, I have so many. But I think recently, like the best experience I've had it was being a part of the YouTube Fan Fest. As and I was represented as the female gamer of the community, and I had like my own game, like a shark theme game on the stage. And I hosted what you're doing now. I hosted my whole segment, and I called like two, three gamers on stage, and I had like them compete. So that whole segment is like so cool and so special. Apart from that, my other very favorite collaboration would be with Red Bull, where they had sent us to Europe for Can You Make It? And we had to like travel from one destination to the other without any money, but in exchange for Red Bull cans. So that was also a very fun experience. So apart from this, there are a lot more, but these are like my absolute two favorites. Oh, I also had an escape room. I had my own escape room built, which just happened like a month ago. At again with Red Bull, and it was like a whole Sharkshe theme, like my theme, and there were like tasks and hidden secrets and games inside the rooms, and gamers had to come in and cross the whole escape room, and that was also very cool. Like having my own escape room, it was very cool.
I love that. They're all so different. All of those different things that you've experienced, like they're all so
Yeah,
different. You had your first
yeah.
taste of hosting as well. What did you think of it when you were on stage? Was it different to how you anticipated it to be? And when it's difficult to get on stage, and then the lights hit you, and then you go, "Oh wow, everyone's just looking at me suddenly." Like, how was it?
So, the first time when I went on stage during rehearsals, so before the YouTube Fan Fest, they had like 3 days of prior rehearsals for all of us to like rehearse our segments and everything. So I remember the first day when I went on stage, and the whole setup was so cool. There were like multi screens, and there was screen on the floor also what we were walking. So the Sharkshe and the sharks and the theme, I had tears in my eyes. I was like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. I can't believe this is made for me, and I get to be a part of this. And again, with the whole hosting, I was extremely nervous. So I remember the 3 days when I would be in my room and I would rehearse like okay guys, so next up, this is what's up guys. I used to like keep talking to myself and yelling in my room so that I kill it on stage on the main day. So I had to be like extremely prepared because I thought it was like such a cool opportunity and I wanted to absolutely kill it. And I think I kind of did because a lot of people liked my bit. So yeah,
Nice. No,
it was
that's
very cool.
good. Self-confidence. That's good. You need to like you own it on that stage, and I'm sure you did.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
we've mentioned it a couple of times already leading up to like this point in our conversation. We've spoken quite a bit about esports, right? And esports is such a rapidly growing part of the gaming industry, especially in India, I would say. I feel like the more tournaments that I work on, the more I'm seeing Indian teams compete and finish off better when they're getting to the finals and stuff. Now, content creators are even getting involved a lot in esports teams as well. You said it yourself when you joined Godlike, they were so huge in the esports scene, and they've almost transitioned a little bit more into content creation. So they have both sides of it now. Do you see yourself moving more into like esports in the future? Maybe even like just attending more esports events? Like, do you really enjoy that part of the industry?
I love attending like esports events and LANs and everything. The feeling, especially with the live audience and the kind of energy that they have, it's like too good. Like I love to experience it every single time. But do I want to be a part of esports? Become an esports player one day? I don't know because in God like Bootcamp, I have seen the players. They are like hours and hours of training day in day out. They're just practicing and all of that. I don't think I could do that because like I said, I think I'm a very creative person. I love creating content along with gaming, along with streaming, bringing out creativity, bringing out like new concepts, ideas, and entertaining the audience. And I think I enjoy and love what I do more. So being an esports player would be like shutting all of that and just focusing on my skills and games and just practicing, which is also like very difficult. And hats off to everyone who does it, but I don't think it's my thing. I kind of love what I do in my
stick with
space.
the, stick with the creativity. The creativity is where the
Yes.
fun's at as well. Esports can be
Yeah.
very stressful. Your
Yeah.
community are obviously extremely dedicated, and you've cultivated them over a long period of time. You must have a really good time interacting with them as well, even just meeting up with them at events or like the community kind of seeing you out and about. What's been your favorite, fan moment or your favorite moment with your community so far?
There are so many. Every time I go to a LAN event, the kind of energy the audience brings in, like shouting and screaming your name and bringing your photographs and bringing like these cute gifts for you. Every time it feels so special and so nice. There are a lot of like cute fan moments, but one recent very cute experience I have is there is an anonymous fan. I have no idea who this person is. Somehow this person has my address, my from where I live. So this person keeps sending me like cute gifts here and there. Like the first time I hit like 500K on YouTube, there was like a gift with like a cute note. Like I recently purchased my own car, so congratulations for your new car. And every time when I'm streaming, there are like these anonymous gifts that keep appearing, and the person is not revealing who the person is. I don't know how this person has got my address, but it's I think as long as it's not doing harm, it's coming with like a good heart. So yeah, it's something very cute. So yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, yeah. As long as it's all good, then that's all good, right? Now, it's also no secret. We're kind of going from one side to the other because having really fun experiences with your fans, and they're coming up to you and they're meeting you and they're really happy to see you. On the flip side of that, right? It's no secret that there are also challenges involved in being a creator. You have to have very thick skin, and you can encounter some like difficult moments as well. I'd say, especially being a woman in gaming, right? So, how have you navigated those issues, and have you encountered any like as you've grown as a creator?
I think in today's day, there are a lot of female gamers in the country. So the audience is like pretty supportive with female gamers as well. But I think the constant pressure of like performance, I mean, you have to be like sometimes really good at the game because you're like, if you end up like not playing so well on stream, they'll be like, oh, she's a girl gamer, those vibes do come sometimes, but it's pretty good in today's day, like because there are a lot of like female gamers emerging in the gaming industry as well compared to the guys. And the audience is like pretty open and very supportive to like both genders, which I love seeing. So compared to the earlier days to today, there are less challenges and it's just a vibe, like having everyone play and just enjoy.
So, Shakshi, with all your success as a creator, do you feel a sense of responsibility because you're kind of representing women in gaming, or do you like to kind of take more of a personal approach in saying, I'm just going to do my thing, because it can be quite a difficult area to navigate online?
So being a woman in the gaming industry, I think I kind of I would love to like motivate more girls and like have them step in the gaming industry and show them it's not just a male dominated industry. It's open and welcomes everyone, and you can thrive and you can do really well in the gaming industry as well. Like I said earlier, like there's a lot of performance pressure when it comes to female gamers. Like the audience will kind of pressure you and expect you to play really well. But sometimes if you are not able to do that and you're just here to like have a chill stream, have a fun stream, and just come to like relax and like enjoy with the audience, that is also okay, because as long as you're just gaming out of your passion and love for gaming and not really like giving the performance what the audience is expecting, sometimes like that comes out of an esports player, it is completely okay. So my main motive is always to like encourage more women to step into gaming and yeah, just follow what they love.
Yeah, of course. Do what you love, because I think a lot of the content creation online, especially around gaming, is about personality. It's about, if people see you enjoying something, they'll want to watch you more because they like seeing that kind of enjoyment come out. And you don't have to be the best player online. You just have to have a good time. Really, that's what we're here for, right? To have a good time.
Yes, agree.
Exactly. See, now I want to talk to you about being a content creator. There's often a lot of misconceptions about content creation. I speak to a lot of people that maybe don't know a lot about the industry or don't know what it's like to be a content creator. And they just think it's super easy. It's not a real job. You don't really do much. Da, da, da. What's a common misconception that you find people have about content creators or about you as a content creator?
Exactly what you said. I mean, it's very easy. It's not that difficult. Like you just have to shoot a video and post it. So yeah, I do get that quite often. Only the people who have actually seen me work in person and see the amount of work it takes to like put a content out there, the amount of like um prepping, creating a script, analyzing, and actually putting the video out there, like the amount of angles, the amount of shots, the amount of edits, that like there's a lot of work that goes into it, especially when it's a branded work where the brands pay us. There's a lot of like back and forth which goes before the video goes out, a lot of multiple changes. Sometimes we have to reshoot the entire thing. So it's a very, very lengthy process, and yeah, it's not easy.
You often see that people with past experiences in their life as well, whether it's education or something else, they can utilize that in order to make themselves a better content creator. Earlier today, we spoke about the fact that you have a marketing degree as well. Do you use any of that stuff that you learned in your marketing degree to kind of help you as a content creator later on?
Yeah. So a lot of like I did my MBA in marketing, so it helps a lot with the finances, like looking at my invoices and making sure my payments are in check, the taxes, and I do a lot of investments as well, like for future and all of that. So having the education and knowledge of like being financially secure and where to put your funds in, so I think I get that from my marketing degree. And when it comes to the current gaming, a lot of like these scripts, a lot of like presentations and how to like document it, how to present it to a brand, I have knowledge in that also, so I think that also helps to quite an extent.
See, guys, it's not just about turning on the camera and shouting at the lens. It is literally an entire business model, content creation now, right? It's like all the admin, like you said, it's invoicing, it's learning how businesses work, it's being able to communicate properly with other businesses as well in order to get your facts and your points across as efficiently as possible. It takes a lot of that stuff, doesn't it? And people don't think about that.
They really don't.
It does, right? Let's look into the
Yeah.
future, Sharkshe. Let's look to the future. We've chatted a lot about your origin story. We've chatted about what you're up to at the moment and some of your favorite collaborations that you've done. But where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years? Like the Sharkshe kind of brand. Do you see yourself creating something more like physical, like hardware or software, or maybe like looking into creating a female esports team? The Sharkshe Sharks. That was really bad. Sorry. Don't call them the Sharkshe Sharks, please.
So in the next few years, I really, really would want to be like be one of the best like female gamers in India. I think I'm kind of close to that, but also be known globally, like internationally. And I'm really hoping the esports scene becomes so big that it's very common, like for female gamers to like pursue their careers is just thriving and booming. And I would also love to have my own business. Yeah, maybe esports girls line up Shakshi the Sharks. Yeah,
The Shark, she shot.
yeah,
See,
sounds
she's stolen it
good.
already. You've heard it here first.
Yeah,
She's stolen the
yes,
idea already.
yeah.
Sharkshe, before I let you go, I want to do like a rapid fire round of questions with you, okay? Just some like fun questions. Try and answer them quickly. I'm just going to
Yes,
ask you there's only kind of 4 of them or so, but okay, we're ready. Are you ready?
yes.
Okay, right. What is your favorite game to stream versus your favorite game to play off camera?
Favorite game to stream is BGMI and Valorant, and off camera, I think I play a lot of Marvel Rivals and chess. Yeah.
Chess. See, big brain moves. I like that. Right. What is your dream collaboration with either another creator or a pro player? I think I already know the answer to this question.
Yeah, I think it's definitely Valkyrie. Like I mentioned, big fangirl of Valkyrie, and also I show speed. I just seems like a fun guy to like be friends with. Also a little scary, but also like fun. So I would love to see how that goes.
A bit scary. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how people like stream all day. Like they basically stream their whole life. Like I don't understand how they do it.
Yeah,
Gotta just be
exactly.
on the whole time. That's crazy.
Um,
Okay. One platform has to be gone forever. Instagram, YouTube, or streaming. What do you choose?
Oh my God, life would suck without any of these, but I would go for YouTube streaming. That is what I would choose as my
Okay.
primary. Yeah.
Oh, that's your primary. Okay. Now, which one gets erased?
If I have to,
If you had to, you have to.
I have to. So I think Instagram, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. I kind of thought that
I
that
mean,
was what
I
was going to
have
be the
no
answer.
choice, no other choice.
Yeah, there's no choice. Right. A type of YouTube content that you like to watch, but you rarely talk about.
I think a lot of like food videos, like I keep watching a lot of these like food vlogs and people trying different kinds of food from all over the country, like different countries, different parts, different kind of snacks. So I think nobody knows about that, but yeah, I kind of watch those sometimes.
What is it about those videos? Do you find them relaxing? Because I'll tell you mine. I actually watch, you know, when people deep clean cars. So they find a car that's like been abandoned, and then they'll clean it. But they'll take
Yeah.
the whole car apart and they'll clean the entire car. I find them really relaxing watching them. Maybe it's my I don't know. But like, what is it about the food videos? Do you just like watching or people make food?
So I am foodie. I like trying different kind of food. So one of the things that I do on my channel is like visiting different states and different places and trying the food from there. So because like I'm so passionate about food, I think I like to see other people try it, and someday hope that even I get to try those. I think that's the vision I watch it with.
I think we know what your next YouTube series is going to be, Sharkshe. I think we're going to do Sharkshe tastes food. We gotta, you know, I'd have seen it here first, and I'd be glad that we helped you figure that out. Um, Sharkshe, before I let you go, I just wanted to quickly ask you a little bit about kind of like people who will come after us, people who will come after us in the content creation scene, people who aspire to be content creators. You know, if someone came up to you that either you knew or you didn't know, and they wanted to follow in your footsteps and just say, look, I'd love to build a career creating content, playing video games online, streaming. What do you feel like would be the best piece of advice that you could give that person?
I would like to tell them that just go ahead. Don't get scared about anyone judging you. In the beginning, you might have like low watching, like a little bit of views and all of that. Don't let that demotivate you. Stick to it. And if you love it and if you're doing it with all your heart, I promise you will succeed and thrive in what you're doing.
You heard it here first, people. Consistency is key. Sharkshe, thank you so much for joining us here on Origins. We really appreciate you taking the time, and thank you for sharing your origin story.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time. You were amazing at your job. So, yeah, credits to you as well.
Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.